bullshit internet here in Australia, man. Just waiting for people to come in. Tired of this bullshit internet here in Australia. Yo, my guy. Tired of this bullshit internet here in Australia, man. Hey, lonely on a lover. Lonely on a lover, bro. Are you a girl? Or are you a guy? Anyway, I still appreciate the compliment. No, my girlfriend. Oh shit, for real. Come join the Discord, man. Join the Discord. We've got two girls already, man. It would be nice to have another girl here on Discord. Um, yeah, nah, my girlfriend is not Japanese. Hey, listen, the boys. If you guys actually want to help me, give this a like, cause it doesn't cost anything. It does not cost anything. Oh, the Discord link. How can I find the Discord link? I'll post it. I'll post it. I'll post it in the description below. Just bear with me. How the fuck can I? Come on, man. 2 likes, 6 people watching. It should be 8 likes, bro. How can I? Wait. I'm gonna go and try and find. Yeah, but I don't sleep with Japanese girls anymore. Because yeah, nah, it's not my thing. You know how you like Doritos, and then you eat a lot of Doritos, and all of a sudden, um, you just realize, oh my God, I've eaten too much. But yeah, no, my girlfriend is the one in my latest video. If you haven't seen already, she is the second girl I kissed in my Corona video, and I don't know whether you've seen the video. Come on, boys, seven people watching. Should be 20 likes. Oh, you want a Japanese girl, bro? You have to go to Japan for that, man. No, it's not locked down in my country. Um, it's not locked down in my country. Well, I'm currently in Australia. It's just about to get locked down, and what they decided to do is they started to kind of like give travel restriction to Australia and within Australia, which I think is bullshit, you know. And I even got fired from my job for this Corona thing because um, it's really hard. You want to see my feet? Nah, you can't see my feet. I'm gonna get demonetized. Hold on, maybe I can show you my feet. Can you see through the mirror? Okay, that's it. That's all you get. Holy shit, I might as well get demonetized. But yeah, no, I got fired from my job, man. So basically, all I'm doing is I'm waiting to get like to run out of money and get deported back home. I can't even leave this country, man. So I don't even know what to do, bro. But anyway, I'm coming out with a new course probably this week on how to get a girlfriend in 24 hours. Um, because it was so easy for me. Like, it's usually super scary to go out and put yourself out there. Even I get really scared sometimes, actually, all the time. But I decided to go out for that one weekend. And bro, in fucking what, one night I kissed 5 girls, and 2 out of them who decided to give me some shine. You know what I'm saying? And I'll show you actually the step by step steps that I've taken in order to actually consistently get the same results. Um, but yeah, man, like crazy. I was really surprised myself. Like I told them I had corona and they still didn't mind. Can you imagine? Come on, boys, give this video a like right now. I'm here trying to create some content for y'all, and you guys being stingy with the likes. Nah, that's just a clickbait. If you want to see the girl, if you want to see the girl that I'm currently dating, she's like a Russian model. I'm not very tall, bro. I'm 5'8", and trust me, man. Like If I was taller, I would have like my height is pretty short, right? But I'm compensating for that bullshit with my confidence. So yeah, I'm pretty short. And I used to be pretty insecure about it, but I'm not insecure about it anymore because I don't even know why. I don't even know why. Oh, bro, the girls in Japan, they were not into me at all, bruv. Because okay, I don't know if you see my latest video. Um, there's been two times where I was in Japan, right? And the first time they were not into me at all, and the second time they were into me. But the only difference is that I was looking for them in the wrong places. Yeah, man, I was looking for them in the wrong places. So if you go, for example, to like a just traditional Japanese venue, then trust me, man, like everybody's gonna be scared of you, especially if you're black. Tough out here, bro. I'm telling you. Yeah, no. So what you gotta do is you gotta be strategic to where you go. Obviously, white guys, right, have like a problem, no problem at all, because you guys are familiar to them through the media and they see you guys as like superior. They see you guys as like having a lot of intelligence and a lot of like charisma. And you come on, you have to be really stupid to fuck it up as a white guy. But as a black guy, it's a bit harder. You have to be a bit more softer, you know, because so much testosterone, they're not used to it. Their boys, their guys are a bit like wimps, you know? So by having the complete opposite, like a black guy who knows how to be a man, you have to tone it down a bit for them, you know? But other than that, it's pretty easy, especially in the clubs. And the girls that go for black guys, you can straight away recognize them. Yeah, but trust me, man, too much of anything is not good. If they see you as an alpha male, too much of anything is not good. The trick that I learned the hard way with Japanese chicks is, oh shit, yeah, I'll tell you the story in a minute. But I'll tell you what, like before, let me just tell you what happens. The trick to find out, the trick with black Japanese girls, how to get them is you have to get them to approach you. Hey, I want everybody in this chat to like this video, or else I will not tell the story about me fighting the guys in the club. Like this video right now. Okay, so anyway, got 8 likes, super great, awesome. Look, so what happened in that club thing, right? This was my second time being in Japan, and I I knew what to do, right? The trick to get Japanese girls is to actually just pretend to be cool, just pretend to be cooler than you actually are. Do you know what I'm saying? And not pay attention to any girls at all whatsoever. Don't at all. Like for the first 3 hours or so, until the alcohol kicks in. Don't give them any attention of the day. Just chill out with your friends, be yourself and stuff. And that's what I did, right? Same thing, same routine every time in the club in Japan, right? And I was there with a mate. He was German, right? And he had two girls and I had two girls that I was trying to talk to. But the girls that I was trying to talk to, they were a bit like, they thought they were out of my league, you know? Which technically they were, because she was thick. I'm telling you, she was really thick, and she had like a fat girlfriend. And because she didn't think I was in her league, she referred me to her fat girlfriend, right? Yeah, Brazilian mixed with Japan. In Okinawa, they're always mixed, you know, so they've got like Brazilian in them. So they're like really thick, but they still look like Japanese. And they've got like, oh my days, bro, you go on my Instagram, Jose, follow me on Instagram, and you will see all the stories, yeah? Anyway, so I left the girls because I realized I'm not getting anywhere anyways. So I just decided to go for other girls, and basically not low hanging fruit, but basically cute girls rather than being sexy. Um, more cute, you know, like attractive, cute, and they were all giggling around me and stuff. And then all of a sudden, my white guy, my German guy, he pulls me aside and says, "Hey, bro, there were just earlier at the toilet, there were 4 guys or 3 guys that were trying to start on me." And yeah, man, it was pretty scary, but like I'm not interested in getting into any fights. I'm gonna go into this corner, and if they come, I'm gonna fuck them up. But basically he was just trying to hide in the crowd because he was scared. He just left his girls just to hide from these guys because they were picking on them. And I was like, bro, hold on. Why are you hiding from them, bro? Let's go and start something. Because in my head, I was a bit more of a. I've never really fought outside. You know, for those who don't know me, I'm a boxer. I'm vice champion. Like I'm a vice champion of like UK. So like I went to the British Championship finals. If you type in YouTube British Championship finals, you see how I got knocked out in the finals. So I never really talk about it because my ego is bruised, right? So yeah, I'm a boxer. I've never really fought outside. So I was like, hey, let's start on them. You know, let's do something. You know, and he said, no, man. There were too many of them. So yeah, man. So I decided, okay, let's not do anything. So I went back to the girls that were giggling, you know, that were just like dancing around me. And I got like a lot of attention. So I didn't want to actually mess things up, right? But all of a sudden, I see like a few guys, you know, they were not Japanese. They were more masculine than Japanese, bro. They looked really like looked like Muay Thai people, you know, like they were a bit broader shoulders and like heavy and shit. And they were like really tanned, either Nepalese or Thai. Like, and I know what a Muay Thai guy looks like. I know what they're built. You know what I mean? So when I saw them, I was like, okay, it must be them. So they were dancing near me, and while I was surrounded by these girls, they watched me, right? And I don't know, man, they must have been really jealous or something like that because I was surrounded by these cute girls and they were just dancing by themselves the whole night. So they didn't get no punani. And one of them, the alpha male of the group, kind of like started to come near me and like pointed at me, like as to say, is that him? You know? And at that point, I got super nervous. I was like, what is going on? Like 4 guys, 3 guys, you know, and pointing at me, right? And he kind of starts like puffing his chest out in front of me and in front of all these girls. And I was like, and I was not nervous because I was getting into a fight. I was nervous because I didn't want to lose the girls, right? That was like my main concern. I did not want to lose the girls, bro. So he started kind of pushing me around and I was like, bro, what's going on, man? Chill out, you know, like what's happened, right? So I kind of like interpreted it as though something happened, you know, but when he was trying to start on me and I tried to diffuse the situation, because let's be honest, man, I was super nervous because I was surrounded by 3 guys. And one of the guys tried to diffuse the situation and said, no, he's drunk. Please don't just walk away. You know, it's like, okay, I'm going to walk away. But for some reason, the guy kind of kept on following me. Like, you know, like I stepped to the side and he kept on closing up, and I kind of ignored him for a bit too long while he was trying to pick on me. That was literally bullying right there. He tried to bully me, bro, like in front of the girls. And yeah, man. But I wasn't having it, right? The minute where I lost it is when he like pulled out my necklace and broke the necklace thing, the chain, right? Oh, that's when I lost it, bro. I lost it because this has like sentimental value to me, and he pulled it out. So I was like, mate, give me my necklace back. He gave me my necklace back because he could tell I was very angry. I walked to the outside, so I told the guy who begged me to not beat his friend up. I told him, look, I'm gonna stand over there. If he comes, I'm gonna kill him. Hey, welcome. Give it a like, bro, while you're here already, man. So yeah, man. 3 minutes later, I left the girls, by the way. I just said, like, you can have them. If you're jealous, I don't want you to be jealous. Have these girls. I don't want no beef. But if you come, I'm going to kill you. That's what I basically said, right? Now tell me why he came and started on me again. Tell me why. So when he started on me again, no hesitation, no questions asked. I banged him out. I gave him an uppercut, right? Boom, I gave him an uppercut. But in my opinion, like, I've never really hit anybody without a glove. So I was a bit worried, like, what I would do, what kind of consequences it has on him, you know, like whether he'll be you know, like whether it would kind of damage his brain or anything. So I gave him an uppercut, and I realized, like, because he was heavier than me, he didn't go out straight. He was like dazed, you know, he was like, he was shocked, like, it's like he was paralyzed. He was standing there paralyzed, right? Falling into the crowd, right? And everybody in the crowd saw what happened, right? So instead of like falling, they held him up, not to help him, but they held him up as to say, he's not called out yet, knock this motherfucker out. And I realized, looking back in hindsight, he was bullying everybody in the club, right? So they held him up for me, you know, and I went straight in and fucking knocked him out. He went cold out, right? He went out. Um, yeah, he went out, right? But I was really surprised because the guy who begged me to not escalate it, the guy who appeared to be on my side, he hit me on my sleeve. Like, he hit me out of nowhere because it was so crowded. I couldn't really pay attention, you know? Yeah, he hit me on my sleeve, man. So, but I was shocked, not because I was shocked because he turned his back on me, but obviously I understood it was his friend. But the way he was, I didn't expect him to punch me. And when he punched me, I was really surprised because his punch, I didn't feel it. I realized, mate, you sucker punched me, and that's all you have? You know, because I've been boxing for so long. I've been boxing for 10 years. I'm used to fighting killers, right? When somebody punches you with a sucker punch and it doesn't hurt, then you think that guy's in trouble. So what I did, I took this one, my left hand, and boom, right in his nose, bro. Right in his nose. And he went out as well. As I punched him, I could hear somebody screaming, right? I could hear someone screaming, ah, from all across the room, right? Trying to swing at me. But again, I was really shocked to see that people don't know how to fight because he swung at me and I just took a step back and hid behind the crowd. Since it was really crowded, I just stood back and hid behind the crowd in a way, and he missed his shot. While he missed his shot, I went back in and hit him, right? He didn't go out, but he kind of like, he had nose bleeding, right? Yeah, man, it was, bro, I saw everything in slow motion, but the reason why I did really well is because I think they were all drunk and I was sober. I don't drink alcohol. And I could see everything in slow motion. When adrenaline is pumping, you see every single punch, right? And two of the guys were out. One of the guys was nose bleeding and holding his nose, right? And as stupid as I am, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of heat for it, I just started ignoring these guys. I thought I won the fight. In my head, yeah, I tapped into auto instinct. In my head, I thought, okay, you guys lost. Leave me alone, right? Leave me alone. I don't want to have anything to do with you guys. Because if you want to go further, bro, let me know and I'll fuck you guys up further. That's in my head. If you lose in boxing, that's it. People accept the loss and everybody is friend lovey-dovey again, right? But no, not with these guys. So I turned back to these girls that I had before, right? And all of a sudden, the big guy, the alpha male, he went conscious again. You know what he did? He took a glass bottle, bro. He took a glass bottle standing behind me. And I know it was really naive for me to kind of neglect him. But yeah, man, so he took the glass bottle and he started swinging, right? And the minute he started swinging, my white boy, my German friend who got picked on by them at the first, right? He tackled the guy while he was throwing, right? So he threw the glass and at the right time he tackled him, right? Because he's a police officer, he knows how to kind of like tackle people. Rugby tackled him and the glass hit the window. And the window is about this thick, right? And the window still had like a big hole in it. And this could have been my head, bro. This could have been my head. Oh, man. So what happened is he tackled him. Nah, bro. Hey, if you want to learn martial arts, you can never learn through the internet, bro. You've got to be there, bro. You've got to do it yourself. Do you know what I mean? Because it's so much going on, you know, the smell of adrenaline, the smell of sweat, the smell of danger, bro. You can't get it through the internet. I'm telling you right now. Anyway, so as he got tackled, guess what? After he threw the glass bottle, the whole club went against him and jumped him, right? But note how I was the only guy who was in trouble. All of a sudden, different African American black guys jumped the guy for me. So basically, they fought my fight for me. Do you know what I'm saying? So I didn't even have to do anything anymore because at that point, all the blacks in the club stuck together and fucked these guys up for me, which was pretty nice to watch, you know? Um, so, but I was still in shock because I couldn't believe that I didn't realize that that guy tried to sucker punch me with a glass bottle, right? So when he was on the floor trying to ruin my health, low key, and I know I'm gonna get demonetized, right? While everybody was on top of him, I kicked him on his head. You know, I kicked him with the peak of my foot. I kicked him straight in his face, and you could see how he got like a cut on his face. I lost it because he put me in danger, you know? But after all of that, police came within like the first 20 seconds after the fight was over and diffused the situation. They got arrested because everybody in the club knew me. I was a regular, you know? So I never really caused any beef or trouble. So everybody was on my side. The bartenders testified for me, the people testified for me, and all the girls testified for me, right? After these guys got arrested, they probably got deported as well. I turned back to my girls, right? And mind you, the attractive girl who never gave me the attention of the day, all of a sudden wanted to mess with me. Tell me why she wanted to mess with me all of a sudden. Well, it's because girls like it if you can protect them. Girls like it if you can defend them. Girls like it if you're confident in yourself and you can protect yourself from other men, right? And that's what I did. You know, even though it didn't look pretty, the fact that I could help myself, the fact that I was alone and I could stand my own ground with 3 people looked attractive to them. And that's how I actually got my first one-night stand in Japan with the girl, because she thought, oh yeah, because she thought it was pretty attractive. When she was lying on my bed and I asked her, did you see the fight? Did you see how I actually fought with those guys? She said, that is the moment when I thought you were really hot, because you could stand your own ground in a way. Wait, let me read the comment. Y'all niggas, you've been talking about Muay Thai and fighting. Wait, let me read this. We need you back in training, man. Not just boxing, but you're great in your self-defense too. Oh, bro, I stopped boxing a long time ago, man. I'm not fighting no more, bro. Do you know why? Because it's all good and dandy to know how to defend yourself, but if you do it for your job or if you do it to compete, if you do it like every day, man, you're about to have like brain damage. Yeah, man. Like, I'm a southpaw, so I'm a southpaw. That means southpaw means left-handed. If you're left-handed, that means you, in a way, are a legend. You know, you know how like Broly is a legendary Saiyan. That's basically left-handed people in boxing, right? And because I'm a southpaw, I've never been touched. I have never been hurt at all in my whole life. The 10 years I've been boxing. Only time I've been hurt was in the championship finals against somebody who was clearly better than me. Not gonna lie, I got knocked out in the first 30 seconds, you know? And I had a concussion as a result of it. And that's the first time I realized, this sport is fucked up, man. And that's why I hung up the gloves. Any time before that, I was way too young to be afraid. Way too young. Do you know what I'm saying? Way too young to be afraid. And that motherfucker got some fear into me. Hey boys, it's 11 people watching. Give this live stream a like right now. What did he say? What is the girl that was with you in the room in the recent video? The Japanese girl that was with me in the room in the recent video. Are you talking about the Japanese girl, or are you talking about... Oh, yeah, that was... That was another girl that I met. Where did I meet her? Oh, I met her in a bar. She was at a bar by herself. And she was talking to this white guy who used to be my hostel owner, but she wasn't into him. So I did him a favor and took her off him. Yeah, pretty nice girl, yeah. I'm still in touch with her today, man. But yeah, man, if you want to have Japanese girls, your best bet is go to Japan. Because, or, hold on. If you speak Japanese, if you speak a little bit of Japanese, yeah, man, DM me on Instagram. But by the way, I'm gonna come up with my course anyway, how to get a girlfriend in 24 hours, and this will apply to Japanese girls also, you know. Bro, my name is Jozo. I can't go online right now since I'm on a live. But yeah, man, I'm gonna come out this weekend with a course which is like how to get a girlfriend in 24 hours. Again, like I said, it's pretty easy if you know. It's actually really hard. Actually, sorry, I'm correcting myself. It's really hard to do it, but if you know the steps, you know, to take, then it becomes easy. Because I find that, for example, if you meet a girl in the club, you might make out with her, you might kiss her, but it's really hard to meet her in the very next day, right? So, for example, with my girlfriend, you know what I did? You know what I did? So, after kissing her, I got her number, I got her Instagram, I've got everything, right? And the next day I messaged her telling her, hey, I'm trying to, because I looked at her Instagram and she was like not an Instagram model, but she was like modeling part-time and shit. And I was telling her, look, I'm trying to come up with a brand, but I need an attractive model to actually model for me, right? To actually like wear my merchandise and so I can take a picture. Would you like to have this job, right? Would you like to get the job? And you know what she said? She's like, hell yeah, I would like to have this job. So I sent her my address. She drives all over to my place and I said, I'm sorry, man, like shipping problems, I don't have anything, but since you're already here, you might as well come up to my room, you know? But that's basically what I did, right? If you want to link up a girl again, you gotta lead with rewards, you know? You gotta lead with rewards. You can't just go and DM her and say, hey, how are you? How was your day today? No, bruv, girls get DMs every day, you know? So you've gotta kind of like see what they want and actually pretend to have it. You can't lie. Like, I'm gonna tell you, man, don't dislike this video for me giving you bad advice. But what I'm saying is, you can lie because after you kiss them, after you actually sleep with them, anything that you have done prior will be forgiven to you. That's the truth, bro. Pretty much. Indeed. Yeah, no, it's true. Girls are emotional like that. If they really like you and if you like put it down really well, then it's like you start all over again, you know, like reset. And that's why I think that's why the bad boys get away with so much shit, you know? Like I used to be like all ethical and I used to try and do things the honest way, the higher ground, you know? In fact, that is basically a handicap for you, bro. Literally. Oh, she was Japanese, bro. She was basically uh, she was one of those yeah, she was Japanese, but she could speak English. The way I learned Japanese was I took online classes 1 year before going to Japan. So I took online classes. And then when I went there, I made sure I never made any foreign friends. I focused on making Japanese friends. So you are basically forced to speak Japanese and develop the language skills, right? So you basically, if you want something, you have to put yourself in situations where there's no way out, you know? So since in Japan there were nobody spoke English, I was forced to actually learn the little Japanese that I knew, right? And mind you, you might learn Japanese through online classes, but once you're in Japan, you realize these online classes didn't do you shit. In fact, the only thing the online classes did was it gave me like a head start. It gave me an opportunity to pick up Japanese faster, Do you know what I'm saying? But when I tried to speak, people were thinking, who the hell is nigga trying to speak Japanese, or what kind of language he's speaking? If he's speaking, is he speaking Afro-Japanese, or what's going on in here? Yeah, man. So it comes handy, but you don't really need to know um, Japanese, because the girls that like foreigners, black people or white guys, they usually make an effort to learn English. You get what I'm saying? So yeah. Anyway, let me just really quickly promote my book. Let me quickly promote my book. So yeah, my book's coming out by the end of next month, and it's gonna be about how to talk to these things. Nah, bro. Kanji, like, their Japanese is difficult, right? Writing Japanese is difficult, but kanji is a rapist, because if you trying to learn kanji, you might be really well, you might be doing it really good, right? But if you don't practice for 2 days, you forget what you've learned the last 3 months. You see what I'm saying? So I just gave up on kanji, man. What is the question? Did she have a Japanese accent, or bro? Most Japanese girls, they have an American accent, bro. If they actually speak Japan English, but usually they speak like broken English, but you guys still can communicate. Um, yeah. Oh, by the way, um, I'm gonna cover this as well. Yeah, just in a bit. But I'm just gonna tell you what my book is about. Basically, my book is about if you have never really spoken to girls, and if you're really shy with girls, then my book is for you. Because back then I used to have so many opportunities to get with girls, but I was just too shy, and I was just too afraid for them to judge me. I never knew how to kiss. I never knew how to do all this sort of things, right? And trust me, I've been around the world, and the things that I've written in my book is universal. So it will apply to Japanese girls, it will apply to white girls, it will apply to every single race. Maybe not for Indian girls or for Muslim girls, because they're quite different in culture and they're like bound by the culture, but everybody else, right? And also, what I write in my book, in terms of Japanese girls, let me tell you something about Japanese girls. They look all cute, they look all sexy, they look all lovey-dovey, like beautiful and shit, like cute, and like they're so innocent. Hell the fuck no, bro. They're like the most freakiest girls I've ever met in my entire life. And I've been around, bro. Been around, man. They're like the freakiest girls. Like, they pretend to have this false sense of dignity, like, oh, I'm all just Japanese and all this cute thing. But behind closed doors, they become a different person, man. They're the ones to jump on you. That's what I'm saying. Um, like, I had this one Japanese sugar mama, man. Like, she was like an older lady, but she was Japanese. Um, And yeah, man, when I met her, she was really sweet and she was really cute, and she never really talked to me. The only thing she ever did was offer me chocolate. She offered me chocolate, and I was like, that's strange, but that's pretty nice of her, right? And so I kind of misinterpret her giving me chocolate as she's on it, right? So I try to flirt with her aggressively. Um, but what works in Western societies doesn't necessarily work with Japanese girls, right? So she kind of like was like, no, 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 kind of thing. Don't, let's just be friends, kind of thing, right? Now, I thought, okay, she just want to be friends. Maybe I just like misread the signals or whatever, right? But in the end of the day, um, over time, she started telling me about her husband, like her ex-husband, and her failed relationship, and her son, how much she missed her son, right? And I was just there to listen. But in the same evening, she Facebooked me and say, I feel so sad. I miss my son. And I was like, the way I got her into my room, I told her, don't write me over Facebook. Mate, we're in the same hostel. Don't write me all your personal shit over Facebook. Come into my room and tell me about it, right? And she comes over to my room 5 minutes later, knocking, and then like sitting down my bed and then starting crying. And I'm thinking like, oh, her age. So right now she's like 42. So back then she was maybe 40 years old. Yeah, but she was pretty attractive though still. So you know, like Asian girls don't crack. You know, like Japanese girls, they hardly crack, man. Like they are like 30, 35, and they still look like teens, 20s. Do you know what I mean? She wants the kanji D. Yeah, no. So anyway, so she talks to me. She talks to me about her, like how she missed her son, how her ex-husband is an asshole. Her ex-husband. She told me her ex-husband was Nigerian. Straight away, I could tell, like, if her ex-husband is Nigerian, I'm in there, right? But because she was crying, I was a bit put off. I was like, man, what have I done? Now I have to listen to all her stories and I can't kick her out. Do you know what I'm saying? But while she was crying, she was lying with her head on my lap and I was kind of like massaging her arm, slowly working my way down to her titties. And once I actually was really like 2 inches away from her titties, I could hear her moan. And I was like, oh shit, I might be onto something. And the rest was history. So basically what I'm trying to tell you with Japanese girls is it's not always evident. It's not always obvious what they want. Do you know what I mean? Oh, for traditional Japanese girls, you have to learn how to speak Japanese, bro. Otherwise it'll be too difficult because they're too shy and the language barrier will be like a bit difficult. Even if you just know a little bit, you know, like the basics, you know? Like I don't speak Japanese fluently. Like now I do, almost. But even if you just know how to like broken Japanese and how to communicate brokenly, you know, you'll be fine. But anyway, stay tuned for my course, how to get a girlfriend in 24 hours. I'll come up with it in due time. It'll be by this Saturday or by this Sunday. I'm still working on it. Check out my website if you haven't already. There's some tips and tricks about Japanese girls, how to date Japanese girls. On my website, www.jozo.com, I've written some blogs about how to get a Japanese girlfriend. You can check it out. Before I close this video down, you guys got to like this video right now. You get me? Bro, Japan is cool to visit, but in my opinion, to travel Japan, to live in Japan, it's pretty depressing, man. It's pretty depressing. But you have got to go there yourself and see. Oh, bro, if you go to Japan, especially the area where the military base is, they marry black guys all the time. And you know what? You know what the niggas do? Because they're in the military, they marry the girls. You know, get a kid by them, give them a kid, and then leave back to America and never talk to these women again. So basically, black people in Okinawa especially have like a bad reputation, you know. So that's why Japanese girls are a bit more cautious because they marry them and just leave them without any like strings attached. That's really harsh, man. Hey, bro, how you doing?
Good. Did you go last night?
Come. I'm on my live. Say hi to my people. Hey, that's my flatmate who I do no fap with, man.
Hey, how you doing, people? Oh my god, how many people on that?
Oh, just 12 at the
Oh
moment.
jeez, that's amazing.
Yeah, man.
Damn. Well, day 9. Keep it going, man. Let's go, boys.
Day night, bro. I almost quit today, bro.
I almost quit last night. I was like, damn it, sleep. No, and I was like thinking he's gonna be so disappointed in me. Like,
No, I was like, if I quit tonight, he probably will understand.
I would understand. I'm not gonna understand. Neither will you. Stay strong.
Take care.
See you guys. See you guys.
Yeah, hey boys, I'm gonna end this live here, man. I felt a bit bored and I felt a bit like stressed. So yeah, man, look out for my books. Stay tuned and keep on watching.